Well, g'day everyone. Today we're having a squiz at the demo for Windrose, which is out at the moment. Now I'm recording this in amongst all of my Farmers Dynasty at the moment. So this will probably come out after all of the Farmers Dynasty stuff is over and done with. But I thought what we'd do is have a squiz at it because this is an open world pirate RPG set in the Caribbean. And the big draw card for me is I think this might be the survival RPG or pirate survival RPG we've all been looking for, at least myself, because you have three options. You can play it solo as a single player in your own game. You can play co-op, or you can play sort of massively multiplayer as well, so on a server. So yeah. And so I thought we'd have a squiz at it because I've always wanted a pirate game that I wasn't locked into playing with other players and, you know, PvP and all that type of stuff. And I think this might be the one. I have played a bit already. I've already played a couple of hours of this and sort of gone through the initial stages. You know, the stuff that you do in an RPG normally. You know, make an axe, make a workbench, you know, make a fire, do some cooking, all that type of stuff. So I've gone through all of that stuff, and I've got us to a stage where there's things that I actually want to do, make some armor and stuff like that, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to do a bit of that, and we're going to do a bit of exploration as well. So and so far my experience has been really, really good. So This is our camp here. I've got some storage sitting there. I haven't started building a place yet because I wanted to do that with you guys. So I am hungry, so I shall eat myself a little bit of crab there. There we go. Lovely. Now this is the bonfire that you set, which basically sets your boundary for your property and stuff like that, and for where you build. I've got a tent here, which is my revival point. I've got a cooking facility up here to do some cooking, and this does cook from your it does cook from your chests and stuff, so you can do all your crafting and everything from your chests, which is fantastic. This one gives you increases your maximum health, lasts for 15 minutes. Skewered meat increases maximum health, lasts for 15 minutes. I'm going to cook some of that, and I'm going to cook some dodo broth as well. In fact, we might cook maybe 6 of those. All right, now this has, you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, it has a very similar thing to Valheim in the sense of if you eat some cooked meat and then you eat a broth or a soup or anything like that, then it increases your health bar and stuff. So that's worth noting when you're going into combat and stuff. So what we are going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go into here, and I'm going to put the meat over there, and I'm going to put that over there as well. You can see here we have some curios, some progression, like our progression and stuff like that. I'm level 1 at the moment. I still haven't done too much, but you can add your stat points in here. We also have quite a talent tree here: surgical cuts, storm bracing, anything you'd sort of expect in an RPG. The map at the moment for me is very, very small. I want to go up here. I also want to have a look in these ancient ruins, and I did find a smuggler's cache over here, or cache. But my quest at the moment is to craft new boots. So which is pretty cool. You have a library, challenges, collections, and all that type of stuff there. I'm just in the basic stuff. It was the usual story. You're on a ship. Your ship gets attacked. You wake up on your ship. You go up onto the deck, and Blackbeard is looking for a relic, and he's, I think, the baddie in this. So, you know, your ship's destroyed, and you wake up on the beach. So that's kind of what happened. I did discover this. I haven't gone down here, And the reason why I haven't gone down here is because I wanted to do that with you guys. So let's hit number 7 and we'll eat ourselves a broth. And you can see that our health level has gone up quite a bit as well. Now, I don't have any gunpowder at the moment. Might have to push, knock that door down. I don't have any gunpowder at the moment, so so my gun is pretty well useless. But we now have gunpowder, a rum bottle, and a decoration, pier decorations. So we can have a look at all that stuff. Cool. We've got a letter here. Let's check that out. We'll read that out in a sec. We've also got another chest here, which has given us an oil lamp and a fast travel bell, which goes into our discoveries, which is pretty cool. The other thing that I do want to do is, I already have this note. The other thing that I do want to do is I want to make myself a backpack as well. To make myself a backpack, I can't remember what it was that I needed. Just a torn sailcloth bag. If I make some rope, which is pretty easy to do, I think. Where are we? Rope. Let's craft maybe. I know I can just add, but clicking. We'll craft 40 of those. Probably need another couple of bandages, or at least one. And what I want to do is I want to make myself this torn. Because what do we need for that? We need copper, which I have found a mine, but I didn't go in there either. Because again, I wanted to for you guys to experience that with me. So let's see. That's automatically put in the sailcloth bag. I think it's added 4 or 5 of those. Crafted at workbench, so we'll put some of this stuff away. Let's see what foods. This is the food that we've got at the moment, which is fine. We might throw the rum bottle in there as well, and I think I've got a little spot for just miscellaneous stuff, so we'll throw that in there. And then in here I've got a sort of a pile of stuff here that I've sort of put together and stuff. Can I equip that? I don't know. Can I? Or can there's no oil in it. Okay, so that's not going to help us at all at this point in time. I'm just going to throw that in there. Hopefully we can find ourselves some oil, and we'll put the bandage up there. All right, lovely. So far, I can't find any sleeping or anything like that. So, but we do have pickaxes. We do have pickaxes. I also have axes and stuff like that. And I didn't want to chop any of this either because I didn't know what we were looking for. These are little bits of shipwreck, and we're just getting wood out of those. But I think you can get nails out of them. So we'll head over to this one over here. Wood's not too much of an issue at the moment. I do definitely need some nails. Can I knock that down? I can. That just gives us some plant fiber. There is a coconut there. Didn't notice that. This is where we ended up on our shipwreck. So let's just bash all of this up. Couldn't do this when I landed. When I started, because I didn't have an axe at that point in time, so we'll just bash it all up and smash it all to pieces. Like I said, I was hoping to get some nails and stuff out of that, because we need nails for some crafting. So but I don't seem to have picked any up at this point in time. My stamina's going down. Well, I was definitely hoping for some stuff. There we go. We can get that as well. No, we didn't. We only really got wood out of that, so that was a bit of a waste of time. You can pick up the crabs. There we go, and you can cook them. which is good. There are bigger crabs over here, and they're bloody dodo birds, and those dodo birds are an absolute pain in the butt, I can tell you. I think it's turning into night. Now, the game looks really good. It looks really, really good. At least I think it looks really good. It runs really, really smoothly as well, which is fantastic. So, new discoveries available. We'll just go in and we'll have a squiz at that. You can now craft the following things. A fast travel bell, fill oil lamp, and a gunroom grog. Okay, cool. Now, as you discover other, as you discover little bits and pieces, you actually unlock a lot of recipes and stuff. At the moment, we're in the coastal jungle. There's the foothills, the cursed swamps, the ashlands, and all that type of stuff, which is all things that as you discover stuff, you can unlock different types of crafting and all that type of stuff. Looks to me like there's a boss as well on in each area. I'm not sure whether that's correct. I may be wrong, but that's kind of what it's looking like. So let's see if we've got any nails in here. Yes, we did get nails out of that. See. Well, that was kind of a barrel, wasn't it? So I guess everything that we find we really should smash to pieces. Let's put our thing back on. I would really like to find myself some gunpowder because I would like to be able to use my pistol. I haven't used it yet. We do have a pistol. When you land on the beach, you have a pistol, and you have basically a pistol and a sword. Not a very good one. There we go. We got some more nails out of that as well, which was good. There we go. Nothing out of there other than timber. Got some nails there as well. I'm trying to remember what it was that I needed to craft with nails. There we go. We are getting nails out of this though. And right there, look at them all. Okay, so we got quite a few, didn't we? Yes, we did. All right, let's head back to camp. I'm not sure what time of day it is, but it feels like it's kind of getting a little bit dark. I haven't gone for a swim either, you know. Can we? How do we go down? Doesn't look like we can go down. Well, I can't figure out how to go down anyway. Alright, and it looks like we're starting to drown. We're a pirate, we should be able to swim. Although a lot of people on those boats couldn't swim, could they? So, interestingly enough. Alright, now food does regenerate your health, but not at a very high rate, so might cook myself a little bit more crab meat, maybe. That's a bit of palm. Now, there are open trees. I haven't tried them yet, but there are open trees. I'm putting food in here, so we'll throw you in there. What was it that I wanted to create that had combat repair kit? Everything needed to patch up a ship and keep fighting. Yes, because you do have ships. So, torn. No, we've already done that. We've already done that. Coarse fabric. Over here is where we need to be able to make some pants and stuff like that. At the moment, I can only make 2, so I think I'm going to make a... they all give you 100 defense, so I think I'm going to make a jacket and boots, I think. There we go. We'll take all of those. So that's the start. Let's throw our jacket on. There we go. And let's throw our boots on as well. Lovely. All right. That's a good start. That's a good start. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the others, with the other pieces, so I may just drop them on the ground, I think, for now. Let's get into here. Is there a like for like? That's sort. That's take similar. There we go. Oh no, that's a deposit similar. So let's throw that over and throw that over and deposit similar. Cool. And we may just have to keep our nails on us, or should we? Maybe we need some more rough hide. Let's just grab the rough hide and put the nails in there. When you die in this, you die and you've got to go and visit your gravestone again to gather your stuff. Yes, I have died. The combat's quite good so far. I have enjoyed it, but it is getting dark. We need to kill off some more boars to be able to get some more hides and stuff. And boars can be pretty tough. The sows are okay, but the boars are pretty tough. Now, I reckon this is... If I have a look at the map... That's there we go, that's copper over there, and that's in this mine over here. So I think we'll head in there. We'll see if we can't mine ourselves a little bit of copper. So, which is, once we've got a bit of copper, we're probably going to be able to unlock some other stuff. So, just going to keep this sword out. And we'll head around here. I discovered these when I was wandering around just doing the basics and stuff. And it was like, well, I don't want to go in here until you guys can be part of it. So, where is the entrance? Right here. There you go. Now, I haven't been in here before. There's new plans to learn in Curios as well, which is probably up here. Collections. Whereabouts is Curios? Don't know. Right there. There we go. So that's plans and recipes. Let's learn that. That's pier decorations. And let's read this note. Henry, you treacherous bastard. Whom have you peed off this time? Some madman is chasing my people all over the Caribbean. Half of our caches have been destroyed, and suppliers are refusing to deal with us. We've lost dozens of shipments, and we'll lose plenty more if you don't resolve this. We can barely hide from Blackbeard's cutthroats, and now this new mess on top of it. We're going to lay down for a while. I advise you to do the same, since the bounty for your cunning ass has not been lifted. Sort this shit out, and maybe we can finally share a drink at the tavern again. Marita. Put that to the journal, and that'll go into our little journal there. Cool. All right, so we'll follow some stories through and stuff like that. What are we doing now? We're going to go in here and mine some copper. So let's enter here. Hopefully it's not too dark. I hope that it's not too dark. What was that? Waste rock. I wonder whether you get anything out of waste rock. Poor copper ore. There we go. Lovely. Wow, there's actually quite a bit in here, isn't there? Hope you guys can see that all right. I don't have any lantern oil as yet, so... Actually, I don't mind the mining in this either. It's kind of taking chunks out of the... It is taking a lot of our stamina out of us. So let's pour copper ore. That's stone. I'll probably get rid of the stone because I don't need it. I only need the copper ore, so we'll grab a bit of this. Although we may need the stone because I'm hoping that this is going to unlock an ability to actually refine the ore into ingots. So, and then hopefully get us a better pickaxe or a better sword or something like that. So we may be able to that stamina, man. Which will improve over time, by the way. Look at that. There we go. How much have we got? We've actually got quite a bit out of that. All right, I'm going to have myself another one of those. And then I think we're going to leave here, and we'll come back when we've got a lantern and stuff. But that might be enough. That may be enough to allow us to. Crab bugger. They hit really hard, so let's run away from there. We'll grab those on the way past, which are little cayenne peppers. We'll head over here. There we go. We got away from him. Perfect. All right, lovely. So new discoveries are available. So let's go into here, and we have now discovered charcoal kiln and smelting furnace. That's what I thought we might have done. So that's by discovering copper ore. So now we should be able to make ourselves some copper ingots. Let's go into the build mode and have a look at what we've got. We've got the armor and clothes. Let's build ourselves a... I'm going to build my house in there, I reckon. So maybe we will throw this in here. Relatively close to the... there we go. We'll grab that as well. We'll throw it relatively close to the storage and stuff as well. So let's throw him down there. And that's a fast travel bell. Let's make ourselves a... Can we make ourselves... do you have to be a certain distance away from the coastline, do you? Or do you have to be close? You probably have to be close to the... Let's just pop down here. We've got all of this space here to build on as well, because I want to be able to build not enough resources. I'm guessing this will go on the end of our pier at some point in time, so okay, that's fine. That's fine. So yeah, I want to build a pier out there for when we've got a boat and stuff. So I'll probably build the house here and bring it out this way. I reckon that's the plan. And hello, Dr. Galen.
Observation proceeds, Captain.
So he must have been on our ship. You cannot imagine how glad I am to see you, Captain. You hired me, but a day before we sailed, so allow me to introduce myself again. Galen Skelton, ship's surgeon. I'm truly glad you survived. How did you end up here? Well, this is one hell of a surprise. Just don't make any sudden moves. Trust me, I'm a doctor. How did you end up here? There we go. After boarding, the pirates dragged me to their camp to stitch wounds and treat hangovers. Luckily, I managed to commandeer a boat and escape. Lucky I ran into you. Sticking together gives us a far better chance. Please let me stay in your camp. All right, make yourself comfortable, but I've got a few questions. Are we going to be able to have... Oh, yeah, because we're going to need an entire crew for our boat and stuff, aren't we? Gladly, I'll tell you everything I can. Let's see. Any ideas how we got out here? Not far from here, I saw a few ships run aground. Some of them still looked usable. Even so, managing the repairs with just the two of us will be no easy task. Miracles do happen, of course, but without a cup of coffee, I am hardly capable of them. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Doc. I really do. Bloody hell. The pirates took a lot of prisoners, not just me. We need to free them. They can help repair a ship and get us back to civilization. Alright, so we need to do that. Okay. Let's leave it at that for now. And what we want to do here is we want to add... Let's add maybe 30 of those. Actually, let's add maybe 80. We'll add 80. I reckon. There we go. And we shall craft. So again, that thankfully thankfully draws from your storage and stuff. And we've got rarities here: rare, epic, and legendary. So uncommon, rare, epic, and legendary, and just common as well, which is pretty cool. All right, so that's crafting. Is that crafting one at a time? Yes, it is. And what are we getting? We're getting ash and we're getting charcoal. Sweet. Over here, we need to add charcoal and we need to add that. Our ore as well. So if I put my ore in here maybe, let's throw all of our ore in there. We'll also throw those stones in. And in here we will throw a coconut and we will throw some peppers as well. Sweet. So that's going to do all of that, which is really, really good. What else do we need to do? You can now call your boat to sail to another island, which is by hitting K. And we have new quests in the journal. Journal, cool. Check the shipwreck sites. Dr. Goon told me he's seen several ships that have run aground. Maybe we can get one of them afloat again. So we need to check all of those. Find the pirates' camp and free the captives. Cool. And Islander, smelt copper ingots, which is what we're doing at the moment. So that's cool. Now there is also a temple over here, which I believe has some chests and stuff in it. So we may head over here, I reckon, and see what we can find over there. Although nighttime's probably not a good time because I believe the, what do they call them? The sunken sailors or the drowned? The drowned. They call them the drowned. Because there may be drowned in here somewhere. I don't know. I'm not sure. Stone pickaxe. Who doesn't want buried treasure, right? Woven windows and doors. Nice, nice. Gave us a plan there. I thought I heard something. There's another chest here. Minor necklace of vitality gives us +4 vitality. Wooden talisman, a fish-shaped amulet. Ancient fishermen wore it to bring a richer catch in. Okay. Found in ruins and sold to smugglers. So it looks like we can sell those to smugglers. All right, cool. Now I can see another thing over here. There's an urn here. That gives us another wooden talisman, and now these, this is just a sew, so the sews are a little easier. But you really got to watch your stamina here. Really got to watch your stamina because your stamina goes down so quick. But I'm pretty sure that there'll be the ability to increase that as we go anyway. And probably some talismans and stuff like that that'll allow us to shell decorations and minor healing potion. Lovely. Alright, so it looks like we've completed this area, which is fine, but it did get us some stuff. This is a boar. Got to be really careful here because they hit really hard. I can't remember what the dodge is. That. And Simi died. Simi died because I ran out of stamina. All right, let's head back over there and grab our stuff, shall we? We'll see if we can't. We'll see if we can't eat one of those. And eat one of those as well and bring our health bar up a little bit. Alright, cool. And we'll head over here and we're probably going to have to fight that boar again. I have killed quite a few of these boars, by the way. Just making excuses for myself. Okay, so here he is. Okay, we'll get out of there. Just do a little bit of dodging. The dodging's on my on the control, so I'm going to actually swap that over to. Did we get everything there, or what? Or are we running out of space? No. Oh, that just leaves that there. The dodging is on your control, so I may actually swap it over to a different key, which will be fine. But that's given us another couple of. It's given us the ability to make some more armor as well. Do we have to? Did we miss? No, we didn't miss out on our armor. Okay, cool. That's fine. Let's head over here. You know me, deaths, but fighting does take quite a bit to get used to. We need some more cloth, which I think we make in here. We'll make another 20 of those. We'll make another 20 of the ropes. We'll get the rest of our armor. Oh no, we need... why do I not have coarse fabric? Didn't I just... Oh, because I didn't take it. You've got to remember to take everything out of there, that's why. Let's do the survivor's pants, I guess. And then we need some more... leather as well. So we'll throw those on there. Let's deposit similar, so we'll deposit those over there, and in here we will deposit similar as well, but we'll also maybe put our talisman in there and that as well, and the cloth, I think. Yeah, we'll throw all of that stuff in here, and we will put our fat in there, and we'll put that in there as well. We need to make ourselves some more of that stuff. Charcoal kiln, let's grab some of that. Go into here, and let's do the maximum, which will be 15 at the moment. So we'll start crafting. Oh, you can only do 10 at a time. Okay, here we go. So what is it? 1 copper to 5 charcoal. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool, and that's making 10 ingots, so... Sweet, that's gonna help us out there. We've still got stuff happening here. We've still got 64 more of these happening, so that's pretty cool. We probably want to keep this going, I reckon, but for now, let's just leave it at that. Is there anything else that I want to do? Yes, I want to dump that as well. Cool. And we didn't check those amulets, and we didn't check this other stuff either, did we? So we've got curios, shell decorations, wall-mounted shell decorations, perfect for shipwreck captains who want to set up camp in style. Part of the Jungle Survivor building set. Nice. This is woven windows and doors. What else did we have in our inventory? Didn't we have a... Oh no, we've only got that talisman there. Alright, and we've got one copper bullet. What I might actually do is I believe I've got some bullets in here. I also believe that we can make other bullets. So let's craft another 20 of those. We'll take those. We'll go into there and we'll put those in there instead. Because copper bullets are pretty well no good to us. Oh, look, I did have some stone bullets up there anyway. All right, perfect. Perfect. So, what do we want to do? We want to consider starting to build our house, which is going to be off the side here, I think. Excuse me, I do apologize about that, guys. About my coughing. Let's see. So if we go into build, do we have anything new there? No, we don't. But what we're looking for is floors and walls, and we want to build some foundations. So I think we'll put them in like that, I reckon. Will it snap from there? Yeah, it will. Oh, crap. That wasn't very good. Let's see. I'm sure there's a demolish mode. Yes, there is. Sweet. Do we get all that stuff back? Hopefully we do. That looks like it's not stable. Or not very stable, so... Can we build stairs? Is there stairs? Stairs and fences. Yes, there is. Stick stairs. Stairs made at 45 degrees. Ooh, 26 degrees. Can we rotate that around? And stick some stairs in there like that. And then maybe again like that. And then probably... Actually, let's do it to there. And then we'll go back into... Look, we've got gate logs, palisades, stone stairs. We probably want to go back into floors now. And we'll throw that there. And we'll do this floor out here like this, which should be pretty cool. And we'll bring this one out as well. And we can do all of our crafting stuff upstairs, and then the rest of it we can do down here. Let's just roll around here. We'll leave a spot under the stairs. Like so, and we should be able to put that down there. Yes, we can. All right, beautiful, beautiful. So if we go on the edge there, we're still stable enough there, which is good, and still stable enough there. Okay, so we've run out of plant fiber, which is fine, because what we can do is we can get our axe out, and then we can just, or our sword, and we can just go out and collect some fiber. No, that's a fiscus. There we go. So thankfully fiber's really easy to collect. It's everywhere, he says as he wildly swings his sword around and uses up all of his stamina. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Now I will be doing a few of these episodes, so just so that we can get a really good feeling of the game as it stands so far for the demo, and it should give us a really good idea. But at the moment, I'm really happy with what I've found so far. So, and pretty excited for it to come out. Very excited. How much plant fiber do we have? We've got 92. So, because we're only doing easy walls, then we're using plant fiber and sort of weaving it together because our walls are woven. What if I grab the owl? I wonder whether if you use the axe you actually get more. Don't know. Alright, there's some more there. Let's grab this stuff. Let's grab that, and then we'll go down and add some more. We don't need too many more floors, so that's good. One there, and one there. And then from there, I think we'll go like that. And then that can be our entranceway. So what have we got? What have we got door, windows and door wise? Let's see. Double sashed window. Cool. And these are doors. We've got a, let's see, stick door with a window. Got a double door. if we want to do that. Another double door there. Ooh. I think we might do that double door. I'm going to stick that double door in here like that, and then I'm going to actually get another bit of floor and throw that in there and throw that in there like that. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. All right, cool. Walls. Let's just do... I think we might do leaves. I know it's not... I know it doesn't really protect us. But, oh, is that... Ooh. I'm just wondering about what happened with that door, and as to why it... There we go. Maybe we can stick that out there. I don't know why that does that, but it obviously does. So let's stick these walls in here like that. And I probably need windows in here as well, don't I? So what type of windows do we have? Let's have a squiz. Window, 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 window. And narrow window. Double-sided sash window, oval window, long window, maybe a long window. What other walls do we have? We do have smaller ones, which will be good because we can throw those in there. That kind of works in there, doesn't it? Like so. Oh, bugger. Not high enough. There we go. That's a bit better. All right, cool. I do wonder whether or not, if we throw those in, whether or not we can get one of these windows. Say we wanted a long window. How big will that be? Is that going to be the right height? Maybe. What else do we have in here? Oh, that one's better. I like that one better. So we'll put a long window in there, which means that we can actually do these little fellas. Right through here, I think. Like that, and then we'll throw another window in there. Yeah. Can we throw another window in there? Maybe not. Not at this point in time. Let's get some more walls in. And now we should be able to get a window in there, shouldn't we? Let's do a sashed window in there, shall we? That looks pretty cool, actually. I like that. We'll go back to walls and floors. Throw another one of those in. And then in here, I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do there. But we will throw that through here. There's no point in having a window there, but we could have a window up the top here if we wanted to. Let's have a look. Maybe one of those. Not enough resources. Okie dokie, because we've run out of plant fiber again. Alright, which I believe I have a lot of in here. Now, if we grab these copper ingots, then we should actually be able to, well, we'll have new discoveries. So we've discovered copper axes, copper pickaxes, a rapier, and a saber. Oh yeah, we want a saber. And a pistol, copper, yep, cool. Cutting table, sawing rack, and weaponsmith workshop. Sweet. Sweet. Is there anything else? Just something in adventure. Craft a melee weapon. Which we're going to need the weapons workbench for, aren't we? So we can do copper nails now. We can do a copper axe, which is going to take 5 of those and 5 wood. Don't think we'll worry about that at the moment. A copper pot's going to help us. Not a helmet. Do not wear on head. Essential for alchemy and cooking. And an empty oil lamp, so we can make those as well. Alright, but what we want to actually do is... how long have I been? 45 minutes? 45 minutes. I reckon we might make ourselves the weapons workbench. It doesn't need to be under cover. That's the sawhorse. That's the workbench. Basic items can be crafted in this workbench. Because the... we'll throw him in there. And let's see what we can do here. Combat repair kit, nails, shovel. But we can't make... Oh, I just built a workbench. I am such a dork. You guys are probably yelling at me there. Actually, if we go into build and I destroy that, we'll pick up the resources. Let's go back into there, and it was the weapons workbench that we wanted. Personal weapons and ship fittings. Alright, I'm going to put that there. And a cutting table. Cooking fire upgrade works only within the bonfire range. So we could actually upgrade this by adding a cutting table, which is good. Refining we've done. Cooking, armor and clothes we've done. We haven't done a sawhorse, which we need copper ingots for. So alright, let's get out of that. We'll go into... there is a roof required. Okay. I was wondering about that. Let's go into floors and walls, and let's throw those in there and do exactly the same as what I've done on that other one, which is roofs. Oh yeah, there's stuff there. Cool, cool, cool. Extra stuff anyway. Let's do the 26 flat. And we've got not enough resources to cover that. Okay, cool. I thought that we did have a load in here, but we must have used them all up because we were doing other stuff. So there you go. We can once we've got this on there, we can actually craft ourselves a new weapon, which will actually be really, really cool. So we will do that. I don't know how I'm going to do this angle, but we will figure that out, guys. But I'm going to do that in part 2. I hope that you have enjoyed part 1. Let me know what you think down below. Let me know, yeah, what you think of the game, and if you've played it yourself, if it's something that you're interested in. Obviously, you can play this demo as well, although whether it's still available when I actually release this, I don't know, guys. Just purely because I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to release these parts. But this is Windrose. Thank you so much for watching. I think it might be the pirate survival that I've been looking for. So super, super happy. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.